Hello and welcome. Today I want to speak to you about faith and what role plays faith in manifestation. Years ago, if I think back, that I associated always faith with God, with Christianity, with any type of religion. But nowadays that I have started to understand the power of the mind, I started to realize that there is always, and you listen everywhere nowadays, that everybody's speaking about a higher power, about the power of the universe, about trusting in the universe, having faith in the universe. So I started to learn and to understand that we need to be aligned in order to have faith. And faith is a concept that is open to any area in your life. So you can have faith in whatever you can imagine. Faith today, I learned to understand that faith means knowing, understanding, and trusting. Trusting in yourself, trusting in your experiences, trusting in your beliefs, that whatever you believe, whatever I believe for me that is true, that's going to be my reality. Whatever you believe that it is true, that is going to be your reality. So faith has to do a lot with understanding, with your beliefs, and with what you give attention to. What do you give attention to each and every day? So what I think that it is true, what I give value to, and what I pay attention to, that is what's going to be manifested. So if I don't have money and I don't see any way of how to change my bank account, then what I have faith in is lack and limitations. Yes? If I see somebody in my family that it is sick or has, an illness, and I believe that I'm going to get sick too, what it means is that I have faith that I'm going to get sick too. If I have faith that I'm not good enough, or if I have faith that I'm not valuable enough, or if I'm not good enough, if I don't value myself, then that is how people are going to see me. So I walked around in faith, but I never knew that actually faith is believing in myself first and foremost. So I always had faith, but I didn't know that I need to direct my faith towards the thing that I want to attract into my life, or I need to direct my faith towards the productive things that I want to experience in life. So today, what I would say about faith is that I can always grow my faith. I can always walk in faith towards the thing that I want to attract into my life. So nowadays, we speak a lot about the universe is supporting me. The universe is responding to me. The universe is giving what I'm asking. Yes? But what happens if you believe that you're alone? If you believe that you are in a universe that is not powerful, where you feel alone, if you don't believe that you are guided, what happens then? If you think you walk alone in the universe, and you think that you have no faith to control what surrounds you, then that is how you're going to live your life. Your faith then is directed towards limitation. Your faith is directed to the lack of control. So when you cannot control what is surrounding you, what you will think is that you cannot change. You cannot change anything in your life. Then you will end up in a place of depression. You will end up believing that there is no happiness, fulfillment, and joy. And what do people actually want in this life? They want fulfillment, happiness, and joy. But because of not understanding of how faith really is believing in something, really is trusting in the experience, is really believing in yourself, then they tend to attract into their life the opposite. because they are giving attention to the sickness, the lack, the limitations, the absence of something, and that is what they are going to attract into their life. So what we need to do, and what we generally do, what Mindjazzy does, is we are trying to redirect the faith towards something. So many people come to me and say, oh, I don't trust that I can do that. I don't have faith that I'm going to take the exam. I don't have faith that I can recover. I don't have faith that... So what we are doing, we are redirecting our attention towards having faith in something, towards achieving that thing, towards seeing the result, the end result that we want to see. So if we are acting and behaving in faith, that is going to change everything. So ask yourself, what do you have faith currently in? So what do you have faith in? Many people have faith in the things that they see, in the things that they observe, which means that they are directed towards lack and limitation. Why? Because faith means to believe in the unseen. So, and this goes vice versa, because people start to believe just when they see. But what we have to learn is to believe in the things that we cannot see. Yeah? So that is what pure and real faith means. To believe in the invisible. To see in the invisible, to believe in the incredible, and to believe in the invisible. To see in the invisible, to believe in the incredible, and to act what the masses think that is impossible. I think that is a description from Napoleon Hill. So real pure truth doesn't happen when everything is okay. So real pure faith doesn't happen when everything is okay. Everything is working out well. Everything is just going fine. Faith is there when it is not working out well. Faith is there when you are sick. Faith is there when you need the most. So you have to believe in the unseen. You have to believe in something that it is not real yet. And you have to start to believe in that thing. When you are the saddest, so when you are the most unfulfilled, that is when you need most your faith. Because faith is light. Faith is happiness for you. To have faith is, it means that you believe in a different reality. You believe in a reality which is going to take you towards your desire. And you have to start to tell to yourself a new story. You have to tell yourself a new idea, and that belief is going to be directed towards that, which is more empowering, and it is where you start to believe in yourself. You start to believe in that thing. So you cannot see it, and you cannot even explain it, but you have faith. So my faith started, my faith really developed when I started to believe in myself. My old version of me wouldn't have thought that there is a possibility for me, a new version of me like Jasmine, to believe in me, to believe in what I do, to believe in myself, in my capabilities, in my abilities, to create a new version of you. And today, what I am saying, powerful words like I am powerful, I am capable, I am worthy of doing that, I am lovable, I am worthy, then you start to shift your reality. And the next step in having faith was having faith first in myself. And the second thing was to have faith in a higher power, to have faith. And this higher power, it can be anything that you believe in. It can be source, it can be the creator, universe, God, Allah. You can have faith in anything that you believe in. But there is a higher power. I started to believe that there is a higher power, and whether it is God for you, whether it is the creator, whether it is source, whether it is the universe or Allah, you need just to believe in something outside of you. Yeah, so that is the key, to have faith also in a higher power, because you are not alone. You are not alone. You have to start to believe that you are supported. You have to start to believe that you are guided, and you have to start to believe that you are nurtured. So whatever you believe in, that source, that energy, that is going to respond to your vibration. That is going to respond to whatever you give attention to. Yeah. So when I started to believe, it was due to the fact that I started to write out the things that I wanted to create. So anything that I started to write out on a piece of paper, and then I started to see that I started to manifest it. It can be a small thing. It can be a small amount of money. It can be a coffee. It can be a wardrobe. It can be a person. Whatever you want to believe that it is possible for you, you can still try to focus on that and write it out. Because when I started to write out these things, that this is no coincidence. This is no by luck or chance. This is what I started to attract, because that is what my focus was. So the higher power is always there for you, and it is always available to you. And this is something we need to understand, and we need to have faith in. So what happens when you don't have faith, when you don't believe, then it is that you're going to have faith only in what you observe, only in what you see. Yeah. And that is seeing through limitations, that is seeing through lack and limitations, and not seeing the empowerment, not seeing the possibilities. And what you end up doing is that you end up living the same type of life, the same type of rat race. We call it rat race. No, wake up in the morning, take kids to school, go to work, pick up the kids, prepare dinner, put them to bed, and that's it. So it's a rat race, sort of rat race. And you can live like that, but when you start to realize that there is, why wouldn't you believe in something that you can have an extraordinary life? Why couldn't you just shift that belief today, and you start to understand that there is another belief that you can create to yourself, that you can create for yourself an extraordinary life? So when I had faith in that extraordinary life, that is when my life started to shift, because I started to believe in myself, and I started to have faith in that higher power. People think that if they should have faith in God, but what if you would have the faith of God? Yeah, so people believe in God, but what if you would have the faith of God? Because, and here I'm going to mention to you a book that is really inspiring. Robert Russell, if you have the time, read it. It's God Works Through Faith, where Robert Russell is going to speak about success. And in its simplest terms, success in his concept means faith expressed through action. So that is what success means. Faith expressed through action. So what I started to shift in my life is having a belief in myself, having faith in me, having faith in that superpower, and having faith in the things that I want to create, in the things that I wanted to direct my attention towards. So I trust the universe in responding. I trust the universe in aligning and in helping in helping me to go towards my goals. And what do I start to believe then? Then I start to believe that clients tend to show up in my life. I start to choose my focus and I choose my faith. And I start to understand that I can always grow my faith within me. Yeah, faith is absolutely necessary in part of manifestation, because we always manifest, but if you believe it, then you can manifest easier and much faster. Yes, remember, where you have faith in is what you're going to manifest. So this is why many people manifest the things that they are worrying about. Because if they think about a car accident, they manifest a car accident. If they think about the illness, they are going to manifest the illness. If they are thinking about losing the flight, they are going to lose the flight. So they literally create the very experience that they have faith in. So instead, why don't you just tell yourself that the business that you're going to do is going to be a successful business? Why don't you just tell to yourself that you're going to be there on time? The flight is going to be there to be on time. Why don't you just shift that the new job is going to be a very good job? So wherever you put your attention, it will absolutely grow. Where your faith currently lies is definitely in the things that you've been told in school, that your parents have told you, that you have heard in social media, in media, you have read. So those are the beliefs, because everybody has told you something. Everybody has told you something to believe in, or the things that you should be scared of. Yeah? So now you are going to tell to yourself a new story, a completely new version of yourself. And you're going to tell to yourself that there is a higher power, that you have power in yourself, and that everything is done. Yeah? So you are going to convince yourself, and this is what thinking into results is doing. You are going in a process of convincing yourself of a new pattern, of a new programming, of a new idea, and a new place to have faith from. Yeah? We tend to use affirmations, and we use affirmation to impress the subconscious mind. We tend to use affirmation to make ourselves to believe something that it is true. But what if, and Florence Scovel, she speaks in her book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, in her book, she comes up with the idea, if you have perfect faith, you never have to affirm something more than once. And I started to play with that, and I started to believe and to affirm, to create a new belief of what happens if I start to believe in an instant that that thing is possible for me, instead of repeating the same affirmation 170 times, 200 times. So, and it is really important to understand that there is a belief. If you have faith in one thing, you can just say it out once and you can already change that belief, that you can trust and you can believe in that thing. So I grew my faith so strong in the universe, in myself, and in my ability in changing my beliefs, that my faith makes it so to believe easily a new belief, because I choose to do so. I choose to believe that that thing is possible for me. So faith, it what makes your manifestation come faster. The questions that you need to ask yourself is, how much faith do I have in myself? And how much I can grow myself? And what if I could start to believe that instead of worrying about the things, instead of going towards the thing that I don't want to say in my life, instead of worrying that I have not faith, instead of that, believing that I have faith and I trust the universe and I trust myself, instead of believing that money is lack and limitation, instead of that, why don't I believe that there is an abundance of money that's coming towards me each and every day, and there is money everywhere I go, or money comes to me on a multiple sources on a continuous basis each and every day. So faith is one of the most important parts of manifestation. So instead of worrying that the things are going to go the way you don't want, have faith that they will go out the way you want. Or instead of worrying about that illness, try to think of being healthy. Instead of worrying about that lack in money, or the fact that you don't see the ways to bring money into your life, have faith there is abundance everywhere and money comes to you easily and effortlessly. So faith is one of the most important things in the process of manifestation. What can I do to have more faith? So first of all, you have to study yourself and to know exactly where do you direct your faith. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in the things that you expect. What is your expectation? How much faith and how worthy do you think that you are of that thing? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? And the third thing, you should identify at least 3 areas in your life where you would want to grow your faith. So it can be in your relationship, in your relationships, in your business, your financial world. You have to work on your faith and to work on that you are going to be unstoppable. Study the idea of faith. Study the book of Robert Russell, the one that I've mentioned. And the other good reason for you to study is Think and Grow Rich, the chapter on faith, where you can read and you can grow and you can identify and you can grow more your faith. Florence Scovel-Shinn, the Game of Life and How to Play It, is the other example where you can grow your faith after reading the whole book, the whole entire book. And remember that you can have, as I told you, have faith that with a perfect faith, you never have to affirm a thing more than once. So I hope at least this video is going to help you to grow the faith in yourself, is going to grow the ability that you can always create a new version of yourself when you have faith. And you can always watch my video on YouTube channel on how to visualize your life when everything is as you would like it to be, with your manifestation already complete. So check out that video. With gratitude, Jasmine. And remember, limits do not exist.